Right. Hey, howdy, how you doing? Got a lot of thoughts because I guess there needs to be a commentary portion of these videos. Stone. Oh, that looks so good. I really like that one. Uh, sort of. I already lost my train of thought because that's just how this goes. I get distracted easy. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know where to take this series, these videos, but I do. Of course, okay. Not gonna be able to get the weapon bribe today. That's all right. I mean, unless I get deliriously lucky, that's two, four, five. I need seven question mark. I need seven exclamation point. Well, not that excited. Probably just a period. Um, I have a problem with doing something like a habit and building it like twice. You know, repeating the habit, thinking, "Oh, I'll do this," yeah, and then another time I think, "Oh, I might as well keep it up." And then at some point after that, I just like, well, what's the point? What am I trying to do? And so I think this time I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep on trying, which is not something I'm used to, you know. So we're going to be playing Voyage of Despair. Uh, Unlikely I'll need to do anything else. I don't. I'm not good at the wonder weapons, unfortunately. Or sorry, specifically the Kraken. I know there are chests you got to get using the key got by the Stoker, but that is about it. Oh, I'll probably have to do another for the Dorman. I didn't think about that. But that's fine. Blaine Scarlet, right on. Um, yeah, so I was thinking like, no, actually, I completely lost all thoughts because that's just kind of the nature of shower thoughts, I guess. But it's like, I don't know what to do with this. I want to keep on trying, so I'm going to keep on trying, but I don't know what kind of commentary is necessary or like what's expected. I don't feel like editing because I genuinely just don't have a program that I'd care to use because I hate Clipchamp with a passion. Um, I might find quote unquote an editing software at some point, maybe. And oh, that was my thought. I think people are too afraid to be genuine in general, and so I think it's important to acknowledge where you've been so you can assess where you're going to go and where you are now, or wherever now is. Wow, lots of particles, I guess, down at 60, 50 frames. Sheesh. Um, yeah, it's like you look back at my YouTube videos, which you are able to, and I have accepted that a while ago. It's like I'm tired of, I don't know, it's being ashamed of who I was and how far I've grown because people are able to see uh, my cringe when, uh, as a snapshot in time from when I was my most cringe. But you know what? Cringe and free, right? Um, okay. I don't remember a whole lot about this map because I generally don't play it often, nor do I especially enjoy it. But the show must go on. Remember a song or oh no, that guy's a creep, isn't he? Um, Old school. I say old school like it wasn't. Oh no, that was like 13 years ago. Five Nights at Freddy's fan song by an artist named Manda Pony, who I've only what I who I've only heard in passing as having been vilified as some degree of creep or degenerate or weirdo. All those uh, Turkey Tom title buzzwords. But it was like The Show Must Go On was the name of the song. I don't remember how it goes at all. I'm more of a groundbreaking fan. No more doors and lots of room. Lots of us and one of you. Take that mask, protect your life. Yeah, whatever, however that goes. I think it's been long enough to completely vilify, is that the right word? Except that it is okay to like Five Nights at Freddy's fan songs, because I'm not afraid to say they were all fucking bangers. Like, bangers. Oh, sick. All those headshots I can get at, 12 frames a second. Thought that was a collateral. That's good. Oh, I love the firecracker sound. I got that on something. It sounds very good on a few things. We got what? Should probably be melee, actually. That's a phenomenal concept, thank you. But yeah, it's like back to... Oh, there's an Easter egg upgrade for the Wonder Weapon somewhere. Part is the word. Right there? Yeah. The pot. Oh, Lembic. I would go so... No, that's something else. Back again to the, I thought the bowie knife was in the kitchen. My channel, and I guess what I expect of it. Expectations? Absolutely none. I just don't expect it to go anywhere. This is just for funsies. I think if it does get popular, I wouldn't know what to do with it. But I think that's kind of always the expectation. Is like, ooh, I will say I don't think I'll go anywhere, but then I'll secretly lay expectations for myself by saying, if I do get popular, if this, if that, if, why don't you go if some women, I don't know. Wasn't there something about, like, underneath a bench on this map? Like a doll. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'll just cut myself off there for my future expectations. This is currently the now. I'm too much of a mess to have an adequate assumption of what the future holds. So, for the time being, I guess I'll just keep playing the game that I like.
There's the artifact. What the hell's wrong with it?
I can't help but notice, anytime I talk like that, it's just always I. And I get that there's not really much way to talk. If you can't tell, I'm in a much more contemplative mood than the last 2 days. Okay. I should have used my elixir. Oh well. That make him sprint just like that. Because I don't have a vision for what I'd like commentary to look like here, nor do I have an actual idea what commentary would be, because most of the videos I see personally on YouTube are with an observer, like a companion of sorts, like a comedy duo. Where the duo is either a streamer and chat, and I'm just watching highlights, oh good heavens. Or it's like multiple people playing games together, like the Vanos group. It's like, I never really stopped watching them. No, correction, I stopped watching one of them, because I watched a certain one of them much more than I watched any of the others. Don't really know why. But hindsight and all that. Ooh. Oh. Probably should have opened some more doors for shield parts. But I do have good ammo, so we'll work with it. But it's like a lot of videos I've seen where either there's some kind of duo. And so either you're reacting, or a proposed you, ambiguous you, sounds like a rapper name, are reacting to something as it's your job, so you gotta like actually lock in. I'm doing this for fun. I love the game, excuse me, if you will. I think some popcorn was trying to say hello. Feeling a little nauseous, but that's fine. But it's like, I'm just playing a game. I don't want to be like those people who play a game and narrate everything they're doing. You can see what you're doing, and if you're not able to see, I question why you're on YouTube in general. Handy. And then that leaves a question of what is there to even react to. All I got is like, it's a story time channel now? Like, I don't know. I'm not funny enough for any of that. Where is the shield part? It's somewhere around here, yeah? against the wall. I mean, like every single part in the game is against the wall somewhere. I wonder if that's a deliberate choice for like where it goes in the world to make the most sense as being an object someone left behind in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, or if it's more like the developers understand that players will drag their face across every single surface, spamming the interact button. Because, you know, both can be true. Probably, maybe. Oh, there it is. Hi. It's two of you. Where did you go, sir? What?
This section of my shield doesn't look too bad. Ooh. Apart from the blood and sputum.
Right, yeah, so the crates, or the chests, I think one of them was down there. Sort of like not in focus in my memory or peripheral, or I wasn't paying attention to that because I didn't think it was what I was looking for. Growing up, I watched a lot of the Yogscast play Minecraft, and they really seemed to be having a good time, and ooh, hi, fast nature. And I have a fairly large family, a very large family considering most people don't have families anymore anyway. But that aside, uh, I've had,
Gunk.
I have 3 older siblings and then a younger brother.
Leak out from the artifact?
And so my parents didn't always have the ability or the option to look after me, and I always had kind of an adversarial relationship with my older siblings because, you know, older siblings just kind of do that sometimes. And so I just watched a lot of Yogscast. This was like 2000s. Oh, how long ago would that have been? When would that have been? Probably 2006 or so. So I'm huddled around my.
I can't remember.
Why is there a question mark there? That was not a question. It was a statement, an observation. Thank you. Where was I? Yeah, back then it was. We didn't have any headphones in the house, but we had like a really crappy computer that could barely run like COD 4, COD 1 even, and we played. I watched Yogscast play Minecraft like that. There is a sec. Why are there 2 wall buys for the Bowie knife? That's so weird. Watch them play, and because they swore a lot, and my parents didn't like swearing, I had like those. How do I describe them? Those old physical speakers. They had like the 2 wires coming out the back because it was like weird, where not everything was homogenized in a USB ABC and lightning cable if you're mentally challenged.
Okay. Let's take some of the heat off my back.
You know, I don't actually know what the Easter egg is to upgrade the shield. I should maybe look into that. That sounds neat. But it's a lot of effort because I have. Let's get that. Probably hit the box again because I don't think I can handle Scarlet saying she needs ammo much longer. But you know, I watched a lot of Yogscast and ooh, what else did I watch? I watched Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons, like Sad AM, Sonic Underground on YouTube, because copyright was way more lax back then. Those are good times. The Zweihunter. Zweihunter? Because there's an umlaut above the A? Whatever. But the commentary videos, the videos to watch were just very, hi. Well, hey. We're very, just kind of there. You know, I could watch them, I could chill. I hear a lot about people who are grateful for people who make YouTube videos because it helps them through a dark time. I don't think I'd ever really understand what exactly that kind of dark time would be like because I just kind of thug it out, you know? I had to thug it out yesterday. That was a rough 25 hours. Or like from now 25 hours ago, previously, prior. You know, I feel like if I don't have the shield, I would have died there. You know, SG-12 is pulling itself. Pulling away. The crate in this area is like over here, right? But you use the weapon that actually can get attachments. Oh, I only need kills for this thing, don't I? Shotguns or headshots are a plus. Do I only get 50 points for that? 40? No, that was 90. Yeah, okay. 30, 60, 90, yep. I wonder how many pellets this shoots. You can probably use that to gauge... Oh, this is it, right there. Okay. So that's the first location. You can probably use that to gauge exactly what your damage is. Because it's percentage based on how much of their health you've taken off per shot. I completely lost track of where I was because I decided to switch to... Oh, what was the buzzword that I had learned in a business and no, it was a language English class. It was like English 237 or something. Oh hi. And it was like some kind of like analytical language class. We had presentations, which seems, you know, part of the course for English. College course, I should probably specify. I know I'm an absolute failure. Why would I have college experience? Ah, ha, ha. Come on. Cool. There's 2. Okay. There's 3. Even better. Ooh, I didn't want that, actually. Yeah. Part of the class mentions the difference between concurrent discussion review and intermittent. It was like concurrent was reviewing content with or as something is going, compared to the alternative, which was stop what you're doing, discuss, or finish what you're doing and then discuss. I think it was actually finish what you're doing and then discuss. Probably like how music reaction channels do. Some of them. I guess if some are like really well versed in the deep lore of music theory, they'd probably be able to pick things up on the fly instead of having to watch it through a few times like I'd have to. I have a notoriously poor theory of mind for other people. Just because I can't really relate to other people, but that's a different story. Or a never time. How many captains does this ship have? Because I just killed like 2 people with that hat. Love that hat, by the way. One of my favorites in Fallout 4. And I've been really itching to play Fallout 4. And I'm thinking it might be interesting to do a Fallout 4 playthrough. Because I hear people on Twitter who are always... read people on Twitter who are always like, well, why don't people do Let's Plays anymore? The answer, the algorithm. Get fucked, loser, if you're not doing... Is there a part in here? If you're not doing shorts. Where, like, absolutely holding attention spans hostage. Because, you know, Google pioneers that. It's not exclusive to Google. Anyway. I need to go down here for the, Eto, and perhaps Blair. Pack Punch, there you go. Yeah, I think it would be fun to do a Let's Play, because that's just what I grew up with, and I think other people grew up with them, which is why I see that sentiment on Twitter. Yeah, okay. And so people my age, roughly around that band, probably older, because I was like the last bus out of Jericho. Jericho? Last bus out of Auschwitz? How does that statement go? The saying, the last flight out of somewhere. Vietnam. The last helicopter out of Vietnam. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I feel like I was on the last flight out of Nam, because my parents, I had a computer, but I still played a lot outside. You know, I didn't have a brand new game until I was, until Black and White 1 came out. And then I got Black and White, sorry, Pokemon. It's like a given for me, because I care about it so much, but yeah, I mean Pokemon. I adore Pokemon, Generation 5 especially. You see, here I am. I'm actually getting into like a flow of just random nonsense that I keep babbling about while absentmindedly actually playing the game. It's crazy what happens when you just turn your brain off and enjoy, uh, which I have difficulty with regardless, but that's a story for another time. Yoink. Sumabrander. My favorite Pokemon is Absol. I think it's really cool, kind of majestic like. I was always a dog person, and I feel like it's more dog presenting than most other Pokemon. Thinking about dogs, you probably think of, well, depending on how old you are, like Manectric. No, I don't know about Manectric. Almost said Mantike. No, that's not the other one. Electrike. Electrike and Manectric are definitely some kind of dogs, right? One time I got really bored and decided to look at 4chan for like no reason at all, just because I know they're just as stupid as everyone else on the internet. They're not a monolith of hatred or anything. I mean, they're probably all hateful, but that's because they're, you know, on 4chan, which has already begotten hate, among other things. I'm not going to make a wide sweeping generalization because I don't have the kind of energy to back that up. Point being, there was a post on the Pokemon board that asked if every dog Pokemon could defeat every cat Pokemon. Long story short, my dear viewer, it devolved into someone getting butt mad that the Generation 2 Legendary Trio, the dogs, but they're actually called the Magical Beasts or whatever, man. Someone got butthurt that those were not classified as dogs, but they they started spamming the entire thread with Cynthia 4, which is horrible. But like the amount of seed in that is really funny. I just realized I pack punched both my weapons. This is fine. This is fine. I need a new shield actually. Before I do any kind of soul box lockdown chicanery. Oh, thank you, new shield. Before I do any sort of lockdown soul box chicanery, I should probably get my perks as well. There was Blood Wolf Bite down there. I don't want that, actually. Not especially. Anyway. It had some interesting insights, actually. People talk about the origins of the Pokemon. If you can withstand the amount of psychic damage a lesser being would take from the sheer hatred spewed everywhere online, you can learn a lot. But you gotta be not reactionary. I had a life management class in middle school. It was like grasp, as in like to firmly grasp it, which is a reference to a show I've never seen, so call me a tourist all you want. It was an acronym for something I cannot recite. Oh, you know, I don't, I was in another class with an acronym for special ed, which might explain a lot. But that aside, in the class, we talked about reaction versus action in reference to the 7, 12, 13, 15 healthy habits of highly effective, who the fuck cares? And so I think about action versus reaction somewhat, every now and again. In that class, I mostly think about... Ooh, it's already done. Cool. Okay. My only really fond memory of that class is... Fond, sorry, no. Strong, that's the word. The only strong memory I have of that class is... I guess we were, like, prompted to do some sort of skit. And so, it was a skit based on Arrow, the Cartoon Network. No, CW. Why do I... Based on the CW show Arrow, about the Green Lantern. And it was something about bullies. I don't understand why. We were in middle school, which sounds a little old to be doing that, but also I have a very, very poor perception of time. And all I remember is this one guy who normally doesn't put any effort in anything. He just goes, "You failed this city!" With like a really, really intentional amount of effort put behind it. And I'm like, wow, he actually tried. Hello, you gone. Thank you. Okay, that's painful. Hello? Okay. Yeah, so reacts don't acts. Where did I get that from? Who's a Stoker? No, one of you. Be gone. I will not abide the forces of evil. Oh, cool. Okay. Um, Reacts don't. You're right. The internet. People are so used to reacting on the internet, and that goes back to what I was talking about. React content is. The game's probably drowning me out a bit. I'm gonna turn on my mic actually. How's that? Better? Wow. I see that bar jumping around. Uh, I also haven't at all looked into what the volume levels are like on the actual video. I'm just letting it ride, dude. Whatever, man. And so if you choose not to react to everything you dislike on the internet, you will be a happy person. Some people get money off of reacting to things they hate, which is not something I can overtly disrespect because, life is kind of hard enough. Get your bag, bro. As long as it don't explicitly include scamming people or nothing. Minnesota. Not even, whatever. Where did that... Right, yeah, the 4chan thread. And the internet as a whole, yeah. You can definitely learn a lot just by, using the internet and looking for things that are actually helpful instead of things that are not. I'm amazed I hit that in 7 frames a second. Where's the other? There's another? I'm sorry?
Everything I have, I earn.
I mean, I figured there was a fourth. I just don't know where it is. I'm trying to imagine. There's one at, what is it, the forecastle? No. Sorry, I need to think. There's one in the mail storage room. There's one in the meat locker. There's another in the kitchen. Feels like there should be one in the grand staircase area, no? No, one of the bedrooms. Or whatever this area is. I'm sure I'll find it. Hello, Stoker. How you doing, Chief? Gonna have to kindly ask you to piss off. Perhaps die. Perish. Perish. Bing bong. I hear you, big guy. Should probably not kill all of my souls that I'm collecting for a reason that is entirely not nefarious. Where is the chest? I'm begging you, I need it now. That sound's gonna drive me insane. Maybe it's is the forecastle actually the part where the captain helm is? There's a Mars symbol over there, I think that is. Weird. Hot and bothered. Funny. See, viewer, the joke is sex. Except not really. I don't know. Chest has got to be around here somewhere, right? Surely, surely. I wish to find this out on my own. Up here? Maybe. This area is clear. Mostly. Doink. Big doinks and Amish. Yeah, so back to Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is Absol. And I first saw it in Generation 5 because I beat the game in Black and White 1. So, non-Unova Pokemon were only available in post-game. That's a horrible idea. Why did I turn around like 3 times? Dude, what is my problem? I don't remember the name of the city, but it's the one east of Opalucid. So it's, be gone. Bugging me. So it's the one, oh yeah, by the Great Chasm, by Kyurem. And so I saw it. And because the only Pokemon game I had personally played prior to that was the original gold silver, not crystal, actually, just the original gold and silver on a modded Xbox original mod I had. I need to look this up. We're gonna be here a while. I'm gonna look it up on my phone, in fact, because I don't want to bring up a browser on the main page or like expose anything like my file structure. I think I did that last time, but you know what? We're live. We do it. Voyage of Despair. I spelled despair wrong. Kraken EE. How to find and upgrade the Kraken in Voyage of Despair in Black Ops 4. Thank you, Game Spew. Sounds horrible. What is that image? What? Wait. Did they use, like, real actors and draw them? Why does Bruno have a beard? Why does Shaw look all yassified? That's weird. Okay. Yeah, I know those two. That's in the staterooms. I knew it. I knew it, dude. Just above cargo hold, head down the hole in the floor in the spawn. Look at no. No? Wait. Yes. No. Yes. Yes, there is something new. In the staterooms in the outer hallway. Where are the staterooms? What? How did I accidentally open the Warframe map? Okay. Bridge. Anyway, I thought Absol was a roaming legendary like Raikou Entei. Not speaking. Raikou and Entei. And I got real sad that I killed it. Or I didn't catch it or whatever. So I tried to... I thought it could be reset like other roaming legendaries by beating the Elite Four. So I beat the Elite Four. There's a fifth. I'm sorry. Is there a fifth, or did I not finish one of them? It is right there, right? Yeah, let me compare the image. Yeah, no, that's right there. Cargo hold. Fill up 3. Oh, wait. Hinting towards the location. Got a mini telescope pointing towards the front of the ship where the Kraken was sitting next to a little telescope. What? Take the key to the galley and find a chest against the wall. Open it with the key. Where's the galley? Oh, this guide is all sorts of incorrect. Okay. There's the galley, cargo, wherever I am now, and the provisions. No, there is no cargo. Yes. No. Yes. I hate being stupid, dude. The Koshka's on this map. I remember seeing that wall by. I should use the Koshka sometime. I need to level it up and get the time slip. I need to level it up and get any site that is not the Dookie one. ELO or Reflex. Probably not Reflex, honestly. ELO or Iron Sights. One of those two. I'm going to go back to provisions, see if it's here. See if I just, like, completely... Wow, I am stupid. My dearest viewer, please forgive me for this greatest sin of being retarded. I really don't like the heartbeat sound. The bassy one. I think it's like stomping right outside my door, so I gotta like prepare mentally for being assaulted with words. Sorry, not like assault, but like assailed with a new task, a side quest, if you will. It's like I worked 8 hours yesterday. The busiest I had personally ever seen work, because it's food service, customer service, etc. They got me on, I'm assuming, the most analogous and basic understood position in a job would be a fry cook. the layman's definition, I suppose. Definition. The layman's understanding of a fry cook is what I do at my work. They call it hot foods, but like, what does that even mean? Outside of the context of a theater, where you can have the cold food, where you of in the cold food, hot out, eat the food. And I was there from like the schedule said from 4:15 maybe to midnight. Uh, and then I work today, which would have been tomorrow as of that time, at 9 a.m. This, dear viewer, is technically illegal, but they didn't catch that. So they let me go early yesterday. So there was more time for me to actually live outside of work or sleep, perhaps. You know, that's important. And I was having a real rough day. And so I get home from work, and I walk in the door, and immediately I'm again assaulted now. That's exaggeration, embellishment. That's the word. I'm embellished. What? I'm given the side quests with the words, "Hey, my shower is flooding," and I'm sitting here like, that sounds important. I'd like to help. Please stop following me so I can get changed out of my work clothes. I've been in these work clothes for 8 hours. I'm sweating, disgusting, and I don't have time to shower and sleep and all that. So I go to my room, sit down, and I go to untie my shoelaces, my boots. The shoelace snaps, and I'm sitting. Oh no! And so I love that response. And so I just like, I don't, where's I going with this? What started this? I just want to vent. I like how all their responses are fairly normal about this. I think I'm just gonna leave it there until I remember why I was going on a whole rant about having to thug out the worst days of your life. That's not the worst day of my life. Felt like it though at the time, because concurrent misery is always worse than remembered misery. It's like there's a quote I read somewhere when I was a kid, and it said, "It's present pain we endure, future pain we fear, and past pain we forget." Cinema. You saw that too, right? Died with his hands up. Just cinema. Um, that statement, that phrase, that quote got me through the absolute pain, terror, and misery of having braces. Having braces is miserable, is awful, and it hurts. More so when the technical term the dentist used was erupting. If you probe around your mouth, the incisor, the canine, I think it's the incisor, is like one of those sharper teeth. Wow, tooths. Yeah, genius. Just after your molars. What part? Give me. A line arm. No, I'm just gonna. I don't like you. Go away. You're ugly. Freak. Worthless, ugly freaks. Die, leech, lizard, bloody worm. You know, imparting trauma on any Warframe player who's actually had to farm Equinox. Anyway, they called it erupting because the tooth that was just after the incisor, so the second tooth away from your molars, in my mouth anyway, people, I've heard it's genetic, so it could be different. That was growing towards the back of my throat instead of down. So what they had to do, they put me under. The one time I've ever had surgery, by the way. 25 now. It will change, I'm certain. I need wisdom teeth pulled eventually. They put me under. They dug into my gums. Start digging in your gums, twin, right? Aha. and they had to attach a chain. They chose the material gold, I guess, so they can embellish the like orthodontistry cost. That's just me being cynical. It might just be like, okay, wow, no backup plan. Ironic, I'm holding a shotgun, but that's beside the point. Anyway, we're good. We're good. Okay. Ow. They're coming out of nowhere, dude. Oh, hi. How did I not pick that up? What? It's, binoculars, yeah. Um, do I... Let me consult the guide. They put me under, they attached a golden chain to the root of my tooth, and then every now and again, they would call me in to tighten the braces because they would attach the chain to the brace wire. Without a bracket, it was just sort of free hanging around that tooth, which sucked, by the way. That sucked. And they would have to pull on it until they could see like the gums turn white. Like when you clench your fist, your knuckles turn white because the blood isn't there because you're clenching too hard, that kind of thing. And that hurt a lot. So the especially when they're pulling it, it's just horrifying. It's like it'll rip straight out of your mouth. You know, I still have nightmares about that. Like my teeth are still in the same position as they were before that, which speaks to some kind of weird like your body remembers how it should be. But maybe that's just all psychological. Point being, the statement that future pain you fear, present pain you endure, past pain you forget. Very true there. Very true. Uh, let's see. Fill up 3 with the souls, and a relic will appear, hinting towards the location of the Kraken. I got a mini telescope, which pointed me towards the front of the ship. That doesn't help. This is a one-time guide with randomized elements, and you are woefully unhelpful. Be gone. What? Overview. Upgrading. No. Upgrading. No. Free. Okay. There's 5 locations. The turbine room. I thought one was down there. 5 potential items will spawn in the final chest. The player must now look for the item on top of a crate scattered around the ship. If a telescope spawns in the chest, the player must then go to the poop deck. A pair of binoculars must head to the forecastle. Gotcha. Understood. I don't have a shield. That's concerning. Did I get that? Yeah. Let's go down. It's around? Nope. Awesome. That's horrifying. Lag every... What? Why don't I know this map? I simply don't. And it's actually kind of annoying. I guess I'm going over here now. That's fine. My hands are ludicrously itchy right now. It's awful. I wash my hands for work so much because it's food service that they're just like super dried out and cracking and they bleed everything. There's the Koshka. Hi. 45,000. 4,500 for a single wall buyer, and it's a sniper. Okay, bud. Okay, buddy. Oh, I did have a shield. That's weird. I guess there's like a 1 health and a 0 health difference. I hear that? Spark plug. Here. Whoop. Hey, Luna. There's an item there. Could have used that a minute ago. I lost track of where I was thinking, but that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta let go and move on. Of thoughts, anyway. Trying to remember something can be quite frustrating and annoying. Just absolutely hemorrhaging, diarrhea dookying out platitudes and random philophastic bullshit like I'm putting a Master Ooblade or something. I really hope the dog doesn't kill that. That'd be annoying. The forecastle is over here, I believe. Fuck. Thank you, Luna. You're a peach. Oh, yeah, hands. Awful. So itchy. I just rip and tear and scratch in my sleep. I think I just need to trim my fingernails more often. But it's like, is the forecastle? No, it isn't. Really? It's the bridge. That makes sense, actually. What? Um, I don't have many, like, autistic habits or traits. But I know I cannot stand, you know, just like a personal comfort level thing, the sensation of anything pulling or tugging or just nipping away at my fingernails, sorry. It's fingernails, eyes, and teeth that I just hate. Maybe that isn't an autistic thing, maybe that's just a human thing. You know, there are people who like, I don't know, tear into my flesh all I want. Oh, heaven knows it's a horrible habit. Engine. Oh. The, crate with binoculars. Hello. Uh-oh. Loop round. Bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Oh, hi. I got, you know, that's fine, actually. I like this. This is cool. I've never done that Easter egg before. I know somewhat how to... Are there 4? No, okay. I will check the upgrade method now, because I wish to upgrade. Upgrade the Kraken. Pack-a-Punch. Cool. The Seren Krun Crasher, doubling capacity to 12 rounds. Cool. Breath of Leviathan. 2 interlinked projectiles similar in appearance to Chain Shot. Chain? Oh. Well, that's cool. Fire in a straight line after 1 second, flight time will explode or explode upon the collision with the environment. Ice. A single projectile in a straight line that on impact creates a small area of effect that causes slowing similar to Cryo Freeze and Winter's Whale. Cool. Generally regarded as one of the better upgrades, especially for when trying to accomplish the Easter egg due to its ability to control yada yada. Electric, spread, smaller, shotgun, no explosion, zombie, not killed, knocked down, finish off. Poison, penetrate, explosion. Enemies caught in explosion will survive, and survive will become disoriented. Cool. Okay. Parts. Let's build the upgrade parts. Looking at cargo hold. That's what I don't have. Okay. Hello, cargo hold. Oh, hi. Bing bong. Is there a cold one? You know, I kind of want that. I'll take Jormungandr's Fang. Sounds fire. I'm a sucker for giant snake iconography. I one time designed a fake Pokemon, a Fakemon, if you will, called Gearmungandr, which was a giant snake, but it's like a robot. And then it turns out I started playing Terraria, and I'm like, oh, this is just the Destroyer Worlds eater? One of the two. One of the two. Bing bang, bing bang. Hey, 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 yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. I hear that. Got him. Pack punch? Yeah, pack punch. I got time slip too. Easy. Uh-huh. Hello. Srenkrin Crusher. I don't speak Irish. Sorry, Gaelic. Or Scottish. I don't really know the difference written. Come on, come on. It's got a weird, like, hitbox collision on it. Don't. Okay. The Breccius Rebornus is really funny. The Brecci was an absolute demon in multiplayer. I do not miss the Brecci. In fact, the Haymaker is arguably worse than Black Ops 4. Because it's got the flashlight. Hell nah, bro. Wow. Oh, that was the enemy. I thought it just one-shot the Stoker. That's horrifying. Moving on. Have fun. Wrong way. I require a perk. That perk, specifically. Very descriptive, I know. It's like that gun in Fallout New Vegas. I don't know why it's called that gun. I know it's based on, question mark, a gun from Blade Runner. But I have never seen Blade Runner. So, I would not know. This is raw. I have been here. Nope, get back here. Be gone. I really do like the Kraken from the standpoint of a naval fucking cannon, which is my favorite string of 3 words ever of all time. I think naval cannons are really cool as a weapon. They're just so goofy. Probably bink, bonk, bink, bink. It's just a ludicrous amount of overkill. Unless you're playing a Bethesda game, in which case the Broadsider is just awful. Everywhere. Of all time. Of all time. That's just one of my go-to, I guess, vocal stims, but more like conversational stims. Red versus blue is what I'm quoting. Where I think it happens a few times, where Agent Washington is like, that was the worst blank ever of all time. Or something like that. I think that's really funny. I should rewatch Red vs. Blue. It's been a while. Don't mind me. Doink. I do like the doink. It's good for trains, because it pierces, right? That's what the wiki says, anyway. Oh, yeah, 2-shot. Very nice. Alright. Locked and loaded. I wonder how difficult the Easter egg on this map is concurrently, considering the depth of Easter egg. Easter egg? No. I'm really thirsty. Hold on. Throat is like super dry, super itchy. One of the two. Can you hear that? You can't, but it's a sound of hydration. Maybe you can if I'm talking, and then it'll like pick up through the noise filter because my voice is tripping the noise filter, and then yeah, okay. Ah. Oh, that's water. Got ice in it too. From work. Food grade water compared to the tap water in my house, or the water through the filter in the fridge, where the dispenser broke and my brother had to pull out its urethra, which is not a statement I will elaborate on at all because it's funnier if I don't. But my fridge now has a prolapsed urethra, which is a horrifying statement to consider. But that, I will reiterate, is what makes it funny. But there's a lot of plastic in that one. And there's a lot of little white pale flakes in the water. And I'm like, no, I don't want to drink that. I have enough microplastics, thanks. I didn't really realize how like sore my throat was from that. But I am largely unconcerned. Doink. Oh, hey. I should be using this. No, I shouldn't. I'm going to. Yoink. Yoink. I kind of wish they were a different color, so it was easier to differentiate, like, I guess on this map it's only, full power upgrades, but it would be easier to differentiate full powers from anything else. Oh, hi. Bing bong. Wow. Shotguns kinda rip. By rip, I mean rest in peace, you fugly bastard. Is that a camera? That's a lantern. Looks like an Amogus. Premium brain rot right there. Oh, yeah. Nope. Hard to argue with 3 cannons. You're damn right about that, my dear. I don't know why I said my dear. I'm not Midwestern. I don't say that. I also hate the phrase Midwestern. I got friends from the quote-unquote Midwest, but they are simply the American Middle East. Those Diet Canucks over in Michigan, dude. Can't trust them. I am actually really fond of this. This Wonder Weapon. Hi. Whoa, okay, I'm alive. Through the fire and the lag. Through the fire and the frames. That was right there, man. Oh, I also have decided that in consideration of my uh, increased work hours over the holiday, as well as holiday pay, I intend to buy a gaming PC from Costco. So hopefully I get more than, 70 frames at the minimum. We'll see. Best case scenario, Matt, brother, I am going to be playing Monster Hunter Wilds at a visible, tangible, high frame rate, as well as no lag spikes, as well as all this other cool stuff. I'll be modding Minecraft, and it's gonna be great. I can't wait. That should be the end of this run then, so I can move on to the next. But that's fine. I am unironically enjoying this. I don't play this map often enough. This is fun. Nope. Mostly because I have my beloved Jormungandr's Fang. Jormungandr. The four-legged freak. That's what they call me when I go upstairs. There we go, saved it. Yeah, I'm 25 years old. Yeah, I walk up the stairs on all fours. What am I... What are you gonna do about it? Shame me? You can't shame me any more than I shame myself. I do it. It's fun. Alright. I will end this match, move on to the next, and we'll see what happens. If all I need to do is open doors, my plan is that maybe I could do the gauntlet on Voyage of Despair, which I know unfortunately means I need to use the SX model, whatever it is, which is very sad, very depressing, always a bad day, because they decided to neglect giving it a working damage numbers. A numbers, yeah. However, it has a round with guaranteed crawlers. So if I kill all but one with the Bowie knife, fail the round, kill all but one with the Bowie knife, fail the round, yada yada, use all of my lives, strikes, I guess technically, then I could get a significant amount of crawler kills for the Bowie knife and get that gold because that's the last challenge I need. That is the longest statement I've had that was like not interrupted by any stupid like me brain moments so far. Surely we can improve. I say we. There is no we. Uh, bronze medal. Ooh. Funny you should mention that. A ground layer is a hard mode. Oh hell no. Isn't there a way to check what the thing is for this? Is there not? Oh yeah, round rules. Melee only, equipment, one perk. Defend the cargo hold while flooded. Round 12 is after the doorman, yeah. Is after bronze, so I can get that challenge. And only requires me using the model 7 a single time. So that's cool. That's very doable. Man, that cat fight sucks. I hate that. Alright. My hands are just so itchy, dude. Alright. Like shark skin. Ugh. All over. Okay. Gauntlet Unsinkable seems the best course of action, and so the course of action that appears to be best I shall take. I hate that one. I hate it. Ooh, bad, evil, stinky. Bad. Hate it. Let's see. Accessory? Like what? The Mad Dogs. Oh, yeah. You know, I have a feeling I didn't actually unlock a single thing for that. So that's cool. What did I use my unlock token on? Now that I think of it. Was it the vapor? No. What was it? This, that. Wraithfire? Oh, it was the MX-9. Why? What? You. Okay. Let me double. No, we're doing it. Let me pull this chapstick because my lips are some kind of awful. Where is my chapstick? Hello? It's my work pants. It's across the room. I don't want to grab that. Okay, I'll suffer. There was a thought that crossed my mind. Keyword was no. In my the Minecraft realm, I'm playing with associates. I made a boathouse, not a boathouse, but I made a boat base, and it feels really empty because I literally only use the I don't know what the actual technical term is for it. It's like if you're playing Assassin's Creed 4, it's where um Edward's that's his name, right? Edward Kenway. That's where his quarters are. I just use that for stuff, or like the main deck. I don't know what to put in the berth, which I'm assuming is the correct term. Doink. Doink. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. Was equipment only, that's fine. I got fire. Melee only, piss easy. Perk up, that's fine. The shield at the end of the round. Yeah, all buys are disabled. I should probably get the KN-44, or whatever it's called in this one for that, from the poop deck. Haha. Obtain a weapon or equipment from the mystery box. Oh, I can use that. Oh, wait, did you see that? Wait. Wait. Oh, how did... There we go. I guess it's the sea spray. When there's water droplets on the screen, that's like my favorite thing ever. Looks really, really good. I adore water in video games. I adore water anywhere. Unless it's threatening my home, in which case, please kindly go away. Mom said I can't play with you anymore. Mom said it's my turn with the dry land. Your mom's a bitch. Round him up. I will often have a lyric or a limerick or like a whole single verse of a song stuck in my head while I'm minding my own business at work. And today was no different. It was a song by the grunge band Grim Salvo. I believe it's called Guck. It could be a different one. But there is a line where they say, "Flow so sick like Make-A-Wish kids." And it kills me every time. But their songs are pretty fun. I like them. I like their song March of the Earwigs a lot. Uh, all right, sorry about that. I like their song March of the Earwigs, such that I memorized all the lyrics, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I don't listen to a lot of music, uh, like, sorry, how do I phrase that? I don't listen to a lot of modern music. A lot of the music I listened to was put on my playlists, like, 6 years ago. So every now and again, I look at my list of like Shazam songs or music I remember that I like and put on a list, like a note list on my phone. Then I just download all of it at once. Thank you, YouTube's MP3. I will, in fact, not be buying Pandora or Spotify or anything. Those can lick my nuts. And so, it's been a while since I did my last wave, which is what I usually call it. And so I think it's time I try another one. I'm excited to go into it because I listen to the radio a lot more going to work because I don't have a Bluetooth adapter on my 1994 car. Believe it or not, there is no. My car from the 90s does not have Bluetooth. So I listen to a lot of the radio. Mostly ads, because that's all the radio is. Not many people listen to the radio, so they gotta eke out whatever money they can get. I'm assuming, anyway. A lot of them probably pivoted over to streaming services. Like, I don't know what Sirius XM is, but I assume it's like the radio based on the internet. So, you know, maybe radio stations still exists. But I'm not sure. Sorry, of course they still exist. I was too locked in. My bad. It will happen again. Point being, I had a point. Oh, hi. Point being, I listen to a lot of songs I would not otherwise listen to. And so I get things here. Let me look at my Shazam list. I accidentally started Shazamming while I was humming. Awesome. Where is Shazam on my phone? There you are. Library. I see. Wait, what? Are these mine? No. I think they are. Mr. Brightside by The Killers. Maniac by Carpenter Brute. Don't Speak by No Doubt. Falling Behind, Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode. Ah, yeah. I wonder if they planned it that after Tron Ares came out, I heard Depeche Mode like a lot. What? Huh. I heard Depeche Mode a lot on the radio. Shortly after Tron Ares came out, which if you are lucky enough to have not seen Tron Ares, a major plot point is that Jared Leto likes Depeche Mode. Which is a weird choice, but to each their own. And by their own, I mean a deliriously dumb movie. I want to call it obscenely bad. You know, it's no Borderlands. But it was pretty bad. Not something I'd recommend paying for. Or just watching in general, honestly. It's like the visuals were cool. And that's it. People say Nine Inch Nails is good, and they usually have the grungy, gritty, kind of industrial musical aesthetic. Musical register, perhaps. But I think a lot of the music in the movie was very derivative question mark of the Daft Punk soundtrack from Tron Legacy, which you can argue is like what other choice do they have? That was the decided identity for Tron Legacy, and nobody really cares about the original Tron anymore. I say that. That's definitely not true, but I don't care to fact check myself, so, you know, suck it. Come on. Nope. There we go. What's next? Sentinel, done. Shield. Oh, yeah. Should probably hit the box. Or maybe I'll work on the shield right now. Anyway, yeah, it felt like the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack was very much trying to emulate the soundtrack previously established by those wonderful two Frenchmen. And it just kind of didn't feel like anything because of it. Just from what I've heard, Nine Inch Nails has their own musical style, but they were mimicking a style that is not their own. But again, I know nothing. You know, I'm nothing. I am nothing. As far as anything else goes, the one praise I can give it is that, I mean, spoilers, so skip ahead probably 30 seconds. I'll keep it brief starting now. I'm glad that they didn't do a romance between the human and Ares, the Tron guy from the poster, because that would have just been too predictable. Because Ares gets turned into a human at the end of it, because they find some way to turn code into humans. It's like the whole MacGuffin of the movie. Spoiler 30-second is over, I believe. And I have absolutely no idea where the shield part is. Because I am just so good at being stupid. There it is. Doink. Shouldn't have done that, but I did. All that's left now is to live with it. Is that the Spike Spiegel quote? The, you didn't need to post that. Which I'm assuming is riffing off of an existing scene in Cowboy Bebop. Hey, you didn't need to post that. So why'd you post it? I should turn off like friend notifications and all that. Huh? Hi, yeah. Might as well use the E-sex. Haha, giggity. The joke is sex. It's no point in doing it now. Might as well use it for a bit to get my headshots while I can. It's probably not that bad that I'm making out to be, but I know I am disappointed by it because it is a large 4570. Was that like a falling block lever action rifle? It should be cool, but it quite frankly just kind of isn't. It's round 6 and it's 2 tapping to the head. Maybe that's the auger or like anything else. And I'm out of ammo. Yeah, sounds about right. Words are very unnecessary as they can only do harm. Da, da, da. Last time on Black Ops 4 Daily Challenge by yours truly, I mentioned, maybe it was the first time. Regardless, I mentioned a song I made and played it. I think I called it Throes of the Apogee, which is a delightfully philophastic title that means absolutely nothing in realistic. That means absolutely nothing. There is a specific, what's the word, refrain, motif, that I really want to capture and expand on. It's like, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. I think it's really good. I like that. It sent shivers down my spine when I first made it. Because I'm like, wow, I did something cool and it works. And I was using like fake ass guitar chords. Absolute kit bashed to hell and back. I think my mom has a piano like this. She's a very talented lady. I love my mom. Where box? Yeah, box. I am, for some reason, reminded of Castle Crashers. I cannot describe why. I have no idea why, but I'm reminded of Castle Crashers. I played that game a lot as a child with my older brother, which is one of the few things we'd ever bond over in my childhood. I think he was like 19 at the time, probably. Well, let me try some math. That was 2010 probably. Oh, he was like 17. Uh, yoink. Thanks, Raw, my old buddy. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. uh, but my older brother and my younger brother and me would be playing that game, Castle Crashers, a lot. It's like every Saturday, we'd get up fairly early and play it on the Xbox 360. That I think my brother had to write a dissertation to my mom for her to allow us to have it. I think my life could have gone a much more productive direction if I never got access to the video game. Yeah. If I never got access to the Nintendo. Oh, good heavens. That hurts my voice an unexpected amount. Point Bang. We played that a lot. It was really fun. Now that we're adults, he actually has kids. I think it would be a fun gift to get him some way to play that with his kids. Especially now that Steam specifically got an update for it all. Like a DLC and everything. I think it would be nice to get heartfelt gifts for the people in my life. But unfortunately, I'm just not in a position to be able to do that. It's like, I think about how I have nieces and nephews, and I want them to succeed in life. I think about in my childhood, I don't think I had the opportunity to to learn or be more focused in a single direction. When I was a kid, I did like Little League Baseball and soccer and throwing eggs at my neighbor over the fence between us. Is my phone almost dead? Wait. Yeah, it's F5, whatever. Should it be done before then? 8 more doors. And so I'd like to foster any kind of creativity in my nieces and nephews. I gotta be the fun uncle somehow, right? And so, while I don't know most of my what would you call them? My siblings' kids, to put it as broadly as general as possible. I would like to try and be supportive. And in the case of that older brother's kids, they like Pokemon, which is great. I remember I had a lot of Pokemon cards, and sorry, my older brother got a lot of Pokemon cards for Christmas. No? He had a collection. I got a collection from someone in our church that was full of, like, the OG cards, the old cards. Like, ranging from the very first sets to, I think as far as late or early Gen 4. You know, Gen 4 cards had just come out when I was a kid. Kind of. And my sister, who was living in Japan at the time, would send care packages home with, like, what's it called? Konpeki? No, that's a place in Cyberpunk. Konpeito? It's the little Starburst candy thing. It's like hard candy, rock candy, I think is the technical term. And it's just a little star pattern. It looks very manufactured, very, very kind of cool, actually. But she also sent some Pokemon cards, and so I had a lot of cool Japanese cards. And I don't know what happened to them, but I have a feeling they got sent to my nephew as well. And I love those cards. He's really fond of it, and I'm glad. I just wish I was enough of a functioning human being to be able to, uh, hey, how you doing, old buddy? To offer that kind of fun for the rest of my extended family. I should not be. I should be using this. Hi. Go away. Should probably pack a punch too. Now that I think of it, I want that actually. Give. Thank. Ooh, spooky. Spooky, scary, skibbity, send shivers down your gut. It's an old brain rattle hang up. That's fine. It's an older code, sir, but it checks out. Yeah, that's cool. Instant value. I think that's quoting the Vanos crew playing, what's the Advanced Warfare Zombies. Alright. I need to go to the cargo hold, but I want perks. I have enough for both of my perks. My eyes are hurting. But this is fine. I assure you, this is fine. Zeus, Ra. Ra, 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 Roma, Roma, ma. Where am I going? From here, if you will. Where do we know? How do we go? No, how do we know where do we go? Whatever, man. See deck. I don't see deck. Ah ha ha ha. There we go. Zeus is above Ra. What did they mean by this? Absolutely nothing. Snoink. Snoink. Yeah, yoink and sniff. That wasn't even an intentional portmanteau. Though I do love portmanteaus. Portmanteau? It's French, I think. I don't even care. Odin is down in the belly of the beast. Do you think they've ever played with a map that is in itself alive? I believe... Oh, no. Yeah, okay. I believe they got close to it with Revelations. Because of... 4,000 is rough. Because of the Apothecon that you need to teleport inside of, which is wild, now that I think of it. Very cool, though. I think that's the closest we got to dealing with, like, an arena itself that was alive. I think about the leaks regarding the Final Shape raid in Destiny 2. And these are, like, super, super old leaks as well. Stuff about, like, the entire raid will be running away from the raid boss, or the entire raid is against the raid boss. But instead, we got him, like, shoving hands inside of himself to flip us off periodically. That's kind of boring. I want one giant immune system trying to kill us, which would be cool. Just from a Eldritch Horror perspective. Like, what's the word for like hating things that are, or sorry, not hating, being afraid of things that are super large? Macrophobia. I feel like you can't really talk about things being large without, like, accidentally invoking Pyrocynical or the Falco macro guy. I think the guy's Japanese. I don't remember. One more Pack-a-Punch. A pedestal to hit, in fact. It would be nice had I the opportunity to get all of my perks, but unfortunately I bought the Bowie knife this early. Probably a bad idea. But I am largely unconcerned. Be gone. Juked. Idiot. Yeah, wow, that... It's like not even my throat. It's like the back up, like the nasal palate. A soft palette? I think that's usually called a soft palette. Very tired from talking. I don't normally talk this much, I guess. Which is ironic because I just said, like, hey, I want to keep doing this. I got money. But that's my fault. That's my problem. I made my bed. Now I must live in it. Bing bong. Idiot. I should be fine. I have many backup plans, and by many I mean precisely uh one. Two, technically. Three? Make that three. I don't like the fact that I heard a voice. Was that tied to the Pack-a-Punch or the I don't like that. I don't like that a lot. Okay. Is that tied to Pack-a-Punch or the elixir I drank or like the location itself? I have no idea. What if that's actually had like a side Easter egg? Because not all the Easter eggs are available here. Oh, hi, I'd like that. Yes, thank you. Yay! I'm out of ammo. Open all doors in map. You got it, pal. I believe this is when they give a lot of, uh, like an extended round, or at least extended until every door is open. One more door. Okay. I know where that is. Like, actually, unironically, that's crazy. I think it's only like 500. I don't use the Grav enough. It's not bad, either. I just don't use it. Better yet, it can take attachments, which is already giving it a leg up against, like, anything else in the... Well, not anything else. You know what I mean. Surely you do. Right? Right. You know, in fact, I'm actually not going to get Blood Wolf Bite because it's going to mess up my flow, my feng shui for next round. Uh-oh. My flow is so sick, like Make-A-Wish Kids. Call me John Moses the way I'm Browning. Cause I just shit it in my pants. I am for real. Whoop. I see something over there. Is that a double points? Oh, you tease me so. Thank you. I really do like the Spinal Tap camo. I think it's classy. I wouldn't call it subtle, but I definitely would call it classy. I like that. It's not too much. It's not exactly flashy, but it is appealing. It's very cool looking, in fact. Sometimes that's all you're asking for, right? Anyway, if I can keep moving, thanks. I'm out of ammo in everything. How does that even happen? Can I get any ammo, please? Gather around. I only got 0 bullets and y'all gotta share. Low so sick, like Make-A-Wish Kids. I don't even know how the rest goes. Oh, look at the points. Yes, sir. Give me a Mamo. This is non-negotiable. Ammo. Hand it over. Can't even wall buy for it because it's a fucking DLC weapon. Horrifying. Thanks. I guess I could use the shield, but I kind of don't want to. Instead, I'll throw Molotovs, but not Molotovs. They're blue. They're Blolotovs. That's not what I need. Has to have been a somewhat decent amount of time since I got... Okay. So I got a max ammo last, so surely I'm due for one, right? Is that how that works? No, the answer is probably not. Most definitely not. I have no reason to believe such, but I want to believe. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of... Yes! Yes! See, believe. Even he was saying cinema. I didn't miss that. Nope. Hello. I should see what my PlayStation account thinks of Black Ops 4. We don't have any of the DLC there. But I am curious what my account looks like currently. No, I think I tried actually finishing the gauntlet, but I got stuck at the one where you chill out down here with a bunch of stokers. That one kinda sucks. Or maybe the chakrams suck. One of the two. I don't know. Hello. I just shed it in my pants. I am for real. Ow. The lag has concealed him. Even in the fog of war, a tank is visible. It's me. I am the tank. Call me Dempsey. Huh? Oh. Actually gave me, like, fucking Black Ops 3 PTSD with the parasites. It sucks. Have they come back at all? Yeah, of course they have. Black Ops 6. Which I never really considered. The flying ones are in Terminus. They're effectively Shadows of Evil parasites, which have never showed up anywhere else. Of course, then they turn into the brawlers, which I think are unique to Black Ops 6 as far as Treyarch zombies is concerned. But I could be mistaken on that. Hello. Don't appreciate that. Wait your turn like a good zombie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see you there, buddy. I'm wasting my time here, but I kind of want to get whatever XP I can for this thing. Yeah, I hear you, bro. You said it, pal. I wonder how many more years it'll be before the new Avatar series comes out. I'm a little concerned, curious, consurious, yearned, Kyrian. Sounds like a fantasy town name, Kyrian. You'd have to spell it weird though. So that way people are obsessed with or concerned with how it is written. Anyway, crawler time. I should have brought Bloodwolf, or sorry, Ethereal Razor. I'm gonna be here all time. But that's fine. Can I poke them with the grab once because it's not packed? Oh, huh? Oh, cool, I can. I can't. Is it a headshot? Is that why? Ow. I didn't want to shoot twice. Cool. I think I'm just gonna suck it up. Okay, great. Remember a Reddit posting, there's like 35 zombies this round, I think. Really should have gotten Ethereal Razor. Should have thought ahead. That's fine. I wasn't specifically going for this, per se. It was more like a multi-purpose objective. wonder what map has the most doors. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is Blood of the Dead, followed closely by Classified. No, and then Alpha Omega. I think Classified and Alpha Omega would be tied. No, no nuke. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. That's great. Can't use my temporal gifts. Yes, cool. Awesome. Oink. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly, zombie. A knife in your eye, bleeding like a sty, and yellow fluids pulsing out. I don't know where I went with that. I ended the round. Oh, I ended the round. Why did I do that? Why did you make me do that? I can't believe Israel made me do this. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I will probably go to IX for nothing. Hot take. Dead of the Night for the rest of the doors, thinking about how quickly you can open them. If I get the points from the bookshelf Easter egg, I believe there's a good chance I could get a decent head start. You know, what occurs to me that these recordings are going to play hell on my storage space, and I should probably delete them afterwards. And I'll keep that because that's good XP, I guess. I got M16 stuff. Extended mags? Sure, brother. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I don't need grip then on key. Excuse me. Wow. Mouse and keyboard especially. I don't think I need grip. I don't like that. Like, it's not quite hiccups, but it's kind of close. You know what I mean? I'm not sure why. Can I start with... No. 24? I am 18. Wow, I'm 18. Time to invest in crypto. That was still... What? Why is my phone listening? What does that mean? Being used by Shazam. Okay, close Shazam. Don't listen to me, prick. It said my location? Why is Shazam? Oh, I'm not ready. Sorry. I was ready up.
You're cordially invited to the country estate of Alistair Rose.
All right. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Except there's probably another 40 seconds of loading, so we won't even hear the line. Say the line, Bart. Whoa. According to the... there it is. Something wicked this way comes. Cool. Okay. It is only a one-way round trip. Or one round trip, rather. It's gonna be a long night. You're telling me. That was me yesterday. Yoink. Thank you. Yoink, yank, mink. I used to know someone named Brandy in church when I was a child. I wonder what happened to these people I knew that no longer are in my life. Namely, a lot of my friends. I have some people just sort of outgrow each other. Yes, that's what I was. No, what? Thank you. Some people just kind of outgrow each other, or never really kept touch in general. It's like, okay, you know what? There's an expectation. I have a friend, had a friend I knew in elementary school, and they moved to Alaska. Yay, I did it! Whoa. I might as well get that, honestly. Uh, they went to Alaska to live. They moved there, and I never heard from them again. I hope they're doing all right. I think it would be nice to be able to reach out and say, "Hey, hope you're doing all right. You know, best wishes as someone who knew you many years ago." Because realistically, after that long, do you really know each other anymore? It's still possible you could be friends. It's like that's what happened to another friend from elementary school. You know, we regularly hang out. Regular is a strong word, but still in contact. Oh, there you are. But it would be nice, you know? Where the hell is the box? Yo, blocks by the pillar. Phenomenal. You. Doink. Yeah. Oh, I should use this, actually. Okay. No box for me, sir. Vase. Never trust an individual who says vase instead of vase. They are a CIA operative and should be shot on sight. No, no. Oh, there's my 100 kills. That's what I get. That's what I get. For making absurd jokes. Just jokes, that's all it is. It's kind of sad that that thing is actually better when you hit fire it. Is there a way to just, like, permanently hide that chat? Here, hold on. Interface. Uh, content filters? Graphic content. User... Oh, there it is. It's under interface. Why? What? Real names. Huh. FPS server latency. GPU. I don't know what that means. VRAM? I don't know what that means. Okay. Round 3. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. I don't even know what was in the thing. That's fine. Think. I should have probably double checked the vision. Vision. Oh yeah, it was Odin. Odin. By the pricking of my thumb, something sleepy this way comes. Where, I wonder what that phrase comes from. Yoink. Ooh, shivered on my spine. That was weird. Why does it have, like, 30-second long audio tracks for walking into a single room that gets overridden by the round change music. What is the point there, right? Like, ooh, that was good. Yeah, I'm in danger here. No, I'm not. You're in danger. It was you, the reader, who was gay the whole time. I think after this, I'm legitimately just going to go lay down. I'm extremely tired. Getting more and more delirious as moments pass. Okay. That is a shield. A good choice to invest in. Yoink. 2 zombies. Hold that thought.
The master often worked at his crafting tables.
Right on. I can't help but see something like this and think how cool it would be to have a house even the size of this room here. You know, it's like, I think my house I currently live in is probably this big. It's not a large house, but it is a house, suburban. Lucky enough to be able to live in the house my mom bought when she moved to this town. But she remarried and now lives with her husband. And I like my stepdad, he's cool. See, I ran out of topics to jump from. I'm normally really good at jumping. Except instead of from topic to topic, or even to conclusions, which is impressive these days. Yeah, there's a topic. I jump a lot of my dreams. It's like, this goes on and on about my own, like, personal theory of mind psychology. I have a hard time connecting with people compared to connecting to people, which I can do, where I approximate what I expect to be considered normal and sort of hijack their vibes, which I guess might just be considered a normal thing to do. You gotta acknowledge what people treat friendship as, and then repeat in kind, reciprocate is the word. For it to be like a pretty standard health friendship. I don't have the best theory of mind for friendship either. And theory of mind is just a word I keep spouting. I'm not even sure why. But a lot of it probably stems from the fact that I guess I view myself in the third person. Not as in I speak in the third person. Oh, hell no, that's awful. That's also awful. Getting out of ammo here. Now? Really? Right here, right now. Emerge. Name that quote, huh? In a lot of my dreams, I'll be in the third person, or just a completely different entity altogether. And in my darkest moments, I appear some kind... Is that the switchblade? What is that? Oh, yeah. I guess, dissociate pretty hard. I think it also is just as simple as thinking regarding myself. I don't think I need to do this. I think you need to do this. I talk to myself a lot, which I guess sort of engenders further intensifies that sort of rifts between what I've heard is normal and what I do. And dreams are just, oh hell yeah. Dreams are just a little weird like that. I dream in color. Sometimes I'll like dream melodies and I gotta remember them by the time I wake up. That's always annoying because I never do. Or at least I don't know how to transcribe them properly. I should be somewhere that isn't here so I can properly kite and train. The SWAT is solid. I wish I could get this more often from the box, but alas, I cannot. Hello. Okay, careful. Nice. Shield clutch. Keep up with the MX-9. Should probably keep up with the SWAT anyway, actually. Because it's harder to obtain in a match. So I should maximize every use of it that I can. Dreams are always generally weird. I have a recurring nightmare, question mark, about impossible highways and roads and urban landscapes that are not exactly the most friendly. Though it has been a while since I had a dream like that. When I was in middle school, hey, there we go. I had a lot of dreams about zombies, and a specific nightmare about like a high school reunion, and there was a zombie outbreak. Then in another lot of dreams, I have like Spider-Man powers, or I can fly. But instead of flying, it's like Mario 64 jump cap flying, where you got to do that yahoo, yee, and then you do the whole woo da 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 da. Yeah. It's interesting. I think that is in fact all I care to do today, which was a fair amount. OBS says I've been recording about 2 hours of footage. This will take a while to process. Very cool. Very, very brave. Very pudgy, or whatever that mean goes. Very, very brave. Very. And it's about fish. It's like some dude bringing fish out of a water. He's like, this one is very pudgy, very brave, very delightful, and then let's go. And this one is very pudgy, very brave, very delightful, and let's go. I don't know. All right. And don't forget, I gotta open that single crate for good luck. Might as well equip these, because why not? I don't want to do this, because staying 10 rounds in a single area kind of sucks, dude. Unless it's a very large area. Alright. I'm guaranteed to get the crate next tomorrow, and I'm excited for that. Wow. I'm feeling ballsy. Give me another, sir. Wow. I don't know what I expected. It's like artificially inflated with stuff that doesn't really matter, stuff nobody cares about, so that it gives more gravitas to the good things. You're like, I know the good stuff's in here. I gotta get, yeah. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, or whatever the rest of your solar cycle is going to be. Later.